Okay, Beamer Merchant here again. You're looking at the back end out of a 98 BMW E36 M3. And that right there is the rear bumper. We're going to go ahead and do a do-it-yourself video on how to remove this rear bumper from your car. We'll show you the steps, the tools, and along the way we'll also show you how the bolts look and so forth. Let's get started. Let's open the hood here. Get inside back here. Okay. And as you notice, there are two bolts on this side here, driver's side, rear, and two more passenger side, rear. Those bolt sizes are, okay, so those bolts are 13 millimeters. Now before you have access to these bolts, you're gonna have to remove this trim here. This trim goes from end to end, as you can see, and it's also held by pins. They look like this, and what you need to do is, for example, if the pin is located here, you need to go ahead and find a punch tool and punch the center pin inside. And once that's done, you can just go ahead and take a husky. I call this a husky. You can use a similar tool. Once the pin has been pushed through, you can just go ahead and just lift it up with this here, and you're done. So you would do that removal process on these pins all around here. You can also go ahead and, there are 6 pins in total. Once those pins have been removed, you have to bend this part. I mean, you can bend it, it's flexible. Just don't do it too much because you might break it. Because if you notice, if you try to go ahead and lift it up here, it's going to hit right there. It's going to hit right there. No, I mean, you can go ahead and put your seats down and slide it out, but the easiest way is go ahead and bend it right there. And just go ahead and very carefully bend it, pull it out, and you are set. We are done in this section for now. Now let's go to the wheel well. You're looking at the driver rear wheel well here. You're going to have to remove a tab, which is located down here. Okay, and the husky. The tool that we can use again is this one here. You go in there, very carefully pop it out, and you're set. Make sure you don't lose that pin. And then as you move forward up here, you get a bolt. That bolt looks, we used an 8 millimeter small ratchet here. Take it off, and once you remove it, the bolt looks like this. Make sure you keep this bolt when you put it back on. See, because this one has a fine point at the end. So you do this process on this side, and you do it also on the passenger rear. As you can see, we've gone ahead and taken off the 8 millimeter here. And if I pull this back, you can see that that 8 millimeter attaches to the bumper right there. And then if you go down here, this tab also attaches to the bumper right there. Okay, so those have to be taken off. Once those bolts and pins have been taken off, you come to the center of the bumper. Well, before we move to the center of the bumper and start pulling, we have to take these 13 millimeter bolts off. I loosened this one already. Pretty simple, straightforward. Do that here as well, and then on the passenger side. Okay, went ahead and took these off. What I recommend is, as you're working with removing this bumper, or anytime you're working with screws, this is a metal pan, magnetic metal pan. It's always good to go ahead and keep it around. And so when you remove a bolt or screw, put it in there and it'll keep it safe. Okay, then we start to pull out. Go ahead and wiggle it. Hold it from the bottom as well, so you don't put all the pull from this side. At the same time, just go ahead and shimmy this side as well. See, if you got 2 people, that's even better. One person can do the passenger side, the other one can do the driver side. And now let's point something out. Don't start just yanking at it, because if you look at the center, the bottom, I want to say the diffuser area, this part here is being held right there by I believe that's a 10 millimeter plastic bolt. So you have the option. What we do is we very carefully first pull it out. We don't want to pull it too hard to avoid breaking that. But as you pull it out here more, what you want to do is you want to have basically enough access with your ratchet to remove this here. That's how we do it. Most people actually go ahead and go on underneath here, and there's, I believe, 8 millimeter bolts that they take off. But we're lazy, you know, we just like to do it quick, and that's how we do it. So either way, you know, it works. So just take this off, and we've taken that bolt off, and the bolt looks like this. Let me just clear something out. We are not lazy, we are just efficient. Like to get things done quick. Okay, so now it's ready to come out. Before I do that, I just want to show you, that's where the 13 millimeters bolts were screwed in on this side and on this side. As you can see, it basically holds the impact shock here. Once that's done, once that last step is done, then we can very easily, two people or just one person can slide the bumper out of the way. Bumper has been taken off. As you can see, this is one of the brackets where it slides into the chassis. This bumper is for sale if you guys are interested. We usually get these most of the time, so if this has been sold by the time you watch this video, contact us and we can get a replacement for you. But that's one thing you got to look at when you buy a bumper. Make sure these are not broken, because if it is broken, your bumper will sag. We leave these impact shocks right there. You can take them off if you want. And this is a good deal here. How would you know that this bumper is original? You know, that you're not buying a cheap aftermarket. You're gonna find, in this case, you got the VIN number sticker here, and if you search, for example, down there, you're gonna see a BMW sign throughout the bumper. That's how you know you're getting a good quality used parts, which is what we recommend. We don't buy or we don't recommend a cheap aftermarket, because it's bad quality material, and most of the time it's not gonna fit properly in your car. That's another batch that you'll find on OEM diffuser. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the aftermarket bumpers did not have a tow hook. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me if that's the case, but I know most of the time they don't do that. Other than that, that's how you remove a rear bumper out of a E36 M3 model. If you have any questions, comments, let us know. If you need any of these parts, visit our website. Thanks for watching. You have an awesome day. Take care.